They got boiled bubble gum over there.
Broiled?
Boiled bubble gum.
Yeah,
You like boiled bubble gum or no?
sure.
All right, I'm gonna let you know. They're gonna have it ready in a sec.
You like boiled bubble gum?
I wonder what kind of dreams that man was having.
Right? Then the price doesn't look on his face. He has no idea what's going on. He probably still thinks he's dreaming.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's probably like,
Oh,
"What is
God.
this guy even talking about? And what's with that stash?"
Yeah, that was my favorite brain rot clip of the week. So
Yeah.
yeah, you like boiled bubblegum.
Boiled
Imagine he gets
bubblegum.
up and he starts like actually walking around. I don't know, it looks like they're at an airport or something.
Yeah.
Imagine he walks up, he starts looking around, starts asking other people, "Hey, they told me there's something about some boiled bubblegum."
It looks like a
People-
waiting room.
People are gonna look at him like, "What the fuck?" Like at a hospital or what?
Yeah, it looks something like that. Like he looks like he's been waiting there a long time.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Waiting for some boiled bubblegum. But anyway, welcome to the CayVin Universe. If you are new, we appreciate you joining us. Go ahead and hit that like button or subscribe button, excuse me. Either one, whatever one you want. Get to know us more. We noticed getting some little more views from around the world, so thank you.
Yeah.
And yeah, what do you want to talk about today? You took a little trip.
Mhm.
How was that?
Yeah, it was really fun. Much needed little getaway. So we always go and visit my family for an entire week, and yeah, it was just nice catching up. And they were like so surprised to see like how big like Delilah is gone. Like from the last time they saw her, it was only just a few months, but it's just like it's the amount of time. Like you say, like she's gone for a week from you, and you notice like the difference.
You can tell, the weekly, I guess, growth, and then I feel like it's like phases every 2 to 3 months. It's like big leaps of growth. That's why, yeah, you don't realize how it's like the cliche saying like, oh, they grow up so fast, but it's like no, they really do because there's so many different phases of them growing up that like they're practically like it's like evolving right before your eyes.
Yeah.
you know,
it really is. And like the craziest thing that has like that I've thought about is that like she is like now capable of like there was a time that like we would try to get her to like say a word and she just quite like couldn't get it, and so it's just like okay, it's gonna take time, but it's like now like any word we like will tell her, she will attempt it, and it's just the cutest thing. And like just how she will like mix up stuff, it's just one of those like unfortunate things. It's like one day she's gonna pronounce it correctly, like my brother Colby is now Uncle Kofi.
oh yeah.
So
that's
like
always
how
a-
she changes it, but yeah, one day she's gonna say it properly. It's gonna be sad.
I'll be like, no, keep calling. But then that's
Yeah.
how nicknames form, where she can't just keep calling him Kofi.
Right? That's so
At
true.
that time.
I'm pretty sure that's where like why I call like my grandpa Popo is because that's like all I knew how to say, so it just stuck.
Ooh.
Still to this day.
Interesting.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it was fun.
And I don't know if we talked about this before, just like the growth of, I guess, this generation of kids, like how she's touches with the touch screen and how everything is like so advanced for her than when it was when we were kids. And of course, everyone talks about that.
Yeah.
Like how everything with us when we were kids, like we had video games and stuff, but everything was more analog. Now it's all about like I guess iPad games and
Yeah.
or iPhone games, which are complete rip-offs. Like I'm sorry, like I was looking at dabbling, developing my own app game, but at least my app game would actually be fun, enjoyable, and meaningful.
Yeah.
Versus if you really wanted to, all you had to do is just make a watered down kids app game and charge $5 a month for it. Just to keep your kids satisfied because they know the kids want this episode, and this episode is clearly in their face,
Yes.
or this level is clearly in their face. Because I say episodes because Bluey, it's like each level is a certain episode,
Yeah.
but they'll have it literally in your face, and it's like the kids are clicking it. It's like, oh, I can't click it, and it's like, oh yeah, because so you can get your parents to unlock it. That's all I'm saying. That's my little rant. That's all I'm saying is the kids games now. Total scam.
And then it makes you feel bad because it's like, well, like she just like wants to play a simple game, so like I should just do it, but it's just like at some point all of the games, like none of them are free nowadays. Like you can you download a toddler game and okay, you can have like 1 or 2 levels, but there's actually 30 levels, but you can only have the first 2. It's just like what? Like it's literally children.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like learning stuff. So like why does that have to be at a cost?
The learning games are good, and yeah, that's what I mean. I'm not trying to say like they should all be free. Like not even the ones, or even the ones that you just pay $5 one time. And then you're done. You get the whole thing. Like those are good.
Yes.
But then the ones that make you literally pay weekly or monthly,
Yeah.
$5 monthly just to keep this game active, and it's
like who knew? Like in 2025, probably even 10 years ago, 20 years ago, I'd say people were not realizing that like, okay, even toddlers have monthly subscriptions.
That's what I was gonna say. Yes, they have our kids on subscriptions.
That is wild. Our 2-year-old.
Yes, I cannot talk this episode. It always happens when we go a few weeks without podcasting.
Yeah.
It's like, but yeah, our freaking 2-year-old has a $5 2 games, $10 a month subscription.
Yeah.
To keep
for
her
Bluey.
happy with their games, you
Yeah.
know. But well, you know, at the end of the day, she has a lot of toys and a lot of other outside activities and lots of things to keep her occupied. But still, that's just like, whoa.
Yeah. Do you have a video or something with that?
Did I put that on
Yeah,
it?
you
Oh,
did.
yes, like this. Yeah, that's what I mean. Lots of fun activities to do with your kids, but don't, let me see.
Oh, yes, here you go.
Don't do this with your children.
Oh.
Just a little life hack if you have toddlers and you don't know what to do today. Kmart, unlimited toys, let them run wild and then just clean up the aisles after.
Clean up the aisles after. Those kids got no shoes on. What's up with that?
That's probably the worst thing. I don't even know if the toys is like the second worst thing that's happening in this video. I just can't stand children in public without shoes.
Yeah. That's
especially
kinda
at
like
their grown age, at their grown walking age. Like, you know, if your child's walking, they need shoes.
And then, like, obviously she's all done up, like she's all, you know, but it's like you don't even
She's
put
wearing shoes.
Yeah, you don't put that effort into your kids. Like you more care more about your rage bait video and how you look for that. Which, by the way, I hope this is rage bait because what the heck?
I hope so too.
Yeah.
This
But
is
even
gross
if it's
behavior.
even if it is though, like you still went and did that one time to, like, for views. Like, what's the point? I mean, that's the point of everything on social media now. But still, people in the comments were roasting her, and it's like that's the thing about rage bait too. It's like why, like, do you want all that negative energy?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know?
Yeah, and also, I
With
see
like,
what
why
you
do
mean.
people rage bait?
Yes.
I mean, just
exactly.
for clicks and attention, but is that really going to equal to, like, what the following you want and, like, in the future?
And can you imagine, not only, like, what the stuff that people are saying in her comments, but I can't imagine what's going on in her inbox.
Yes. Oh, God, yes. And then just people that know her, like, that, yeah, you want, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
It just, yeah, it looks bad on all ways, but, hey, people get off on it, I guess. You know?
I wish there was a way to rage bait and then, like, clarify at the end that this is rage bait.
Yes, exactly. Like, yeah, you should be telling...
Like, there should be, like, a disclaimer.
Yes, exactly. Like, you got to nowadays, or else you could come out with the innocent clip and people could think it's rage bait. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to say, like, look at that Pedro Pascal one that we did.
Oh, yeah.
I got so much hate, and I was, like, joking. People didn't understand that, like, it was literally my sense of humor. Because I have a very dry, bland sense of humor. So people was taking it like I was really talking shit and, like I hated him. But I was like, no, I have nothing against the dude. I was just literally using my dry sense of humor, joking about the situation, and then boom. So, yeah, you have to kind of clarify that, like, hey, I'm joking. Like I said, especially with my sense of humor. Because there's sometimes, even with you, I'll tell you something with a straight face, and you'll, like, think I'm for real, and I'm like, I'm joking.
Yeah.
It's
You
like,
rage bait me daily.
Yeah, see, so it could be that, because I rage bait people without even realizing I'm rage baiting people.
Yeah, but I guess that's the beauty of rage bait. It's like one of those, like, I hate to, like, it's just on the same level like professional wrestling. You never know. Is this legit?
Yes,
like...
blurring the lines.
Yes, exactly.
Wow.
So did you hear about that lady all over TikTok that is, like, calling all of these churches and trying to see, like, she's, like, has this whole, like, setup, like a crying baby sound in the back, and is like, yeah, my baby hasn't eaten, can you help me with formula? And, like, the amount of, like, no's that she's getting back is astonishing.
Well, yeah, I think she's good. I think all the churches and stuff are figuring this out, so I don't know if she's still doing it, but I mean, this was a big viral thing that was going around, and yeah, just crazy. All the churches that said no, and then the churches that said yes, you know, that really spoke about you know, different religions and how they treat the needy. And then there's just, like, other churches that have came out, like one church, like I think the craziest thing about all this is the churches that, like, got called out in this of, you know, not helping this woman in need of formula, how they're trying to, like, backpedal and realize that, or, you know, backpedal and try to justify of why they said no, or saying things like, oh, we knew she was a scammer, like she was just trying to scam, or we kind of felt like something was off, like she was trying to scam us. We get hundreds of calls a day. There's one church that, like, somebody made an AI making fun of them because they're like, oh, we would have helped her out if she was a member of our church. Like, you got to be a member of the church
Okay,
to help you out.
Costco.
Where's it at? Oh, no.
Please, sir. We have none. We just need some formula or a donation for my child.
Our benevolence program is for our paid members only. But we'd love to have you join us for service this Sunday.
Here at Germantown Baptist, membership has its privileges.
Oh
And
my
then
god.
People saying that she's like, and then the irony of the churches that are saying that she's was deceiving and she's evil and calling her a witch.
Chapter 5, what happened when you mess with the people of God? You taking your life into your own hand. Now, they might have a few little TikTok demons came up in here today. Please stay for the rest of the service. Please stay. But you will behave yourself. Because this is not one of them churches you're going to come and disrupt it. You will be dealt with very, very swiftly in Jesus' name. Now, I'm going to tell you.
So the thing about that is, like, people are like, oh, he must, that must really be living rent free in his head.
Yes.
About,
and I'm pretty sure he added those that clapping in the background.
well, of
That's
course,
a track.
of course, the members are gonna, the church are gonna,
Yeah.
support the church. But oh yeah, and I don't know if this is the same pastor that he talked about. TikTok is full of half naked girls dancing, but you know how the algorithm works.
Yeah, it's like giving yourself
It's just
away.
the backpedaling and the excuses and the it's like nobody. It's basically what they're trying to do isn't working, so all they need to do is like admit it, like admit that, like, yeah, we were wrong.
Right.
We should have helped this person, but you know what? We're gonna start a new program where we're gonna help people in need or something like that. Boom! I bet you your attendance in your church would double or triple because that would go viral alone. That yes, we were one of the churches that said no, but guess what? We realized our fault and we should have followed, the word of God and the word of Jesus. And now we're gonna we realized and we're gonna repent and we're gonna start helping people out, something like that.
Yeah.
Because this is not. I feel like people are trying to use this to attack a religion. I don't think this is I don't see. I think it's more on people in the churches.
Yeah.
And there's just like the whole good cop bad cop thing. There's lots of good churches out there, just like there's lots of good cops out there, and there's lots of bad churches out there, just like there's lots of bad cops out there, or churches that are in it for the wrong reason, like the big mega churches of Joel Osteen's,
God.
the Church Unlimiteds, things like that. Okay, those aren't churches, those are businesses. But there's a lot of small local churches and chapels you could go to be close to God. I mean, you don't even have to mingle with people or go to mass to go to church. I mean, we would, growing up, we would have this other thing that we would go to. We would just call it going to chapel, because it was a side section of the church where you can just go and pray separately and talk to God separately and like things like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, the whole thing about like especially mega churches is like, you just realize it becomes a business.
Yeah.
And I wonder if at one point, like, if it was a certain person that came and like became in charge of the church, like at what point did the church go wrong? Because surely when you first opened that church, like it wasn't meant to be that, right?
Right. They all started out small.
Exactly. So at one point do you realize, like, oh, like we can actually start making a little money from this and doing this and this, and like at what point does it go wrong?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's true, because I would say in every mega church's past there is that turning point where it got just a little bit bigger than it should be.
Right. Like it's almost like it should have stayed small, and like churches should be like small and local to your community. It shouldn't be like these big mega churches.
Yeah. And that Germantown one, the one from the AI video, is actually one of the ones that I had looked up for their basically this whole thing like destroyed their Google reviews.
Oh God, I bet.
It's really, really bad, and they're even down to I don't think you can go lower than 1 star, but they have an
Jesus.
average of 1 star. That's how much like overload. I think that was one of the biggest ones. That that was the whole membership one. So that was one of the biggest ones that was kind of like, what? This is crazy.
Yeah, because I mean, that just looks bad all the way around. It looks bad. Yeah, for a lot of them churches.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, what's really going to come out of it? I mean,
Maybe they learned their lesson. Maybe they're not going to own up to it in public, like you said,
That's
how they should. But maybe they will learn their lesson behind closed doors, and
I'm
maybe it
sure
will
they're
teach them
all
something.
embarrassed and learn their lessons behind closed door. But now they're not going to take any call seriously from now on.
Yeah,
like, that's what I mean. They're going to more look at it into like, oh, we got to secure who's on our phones and how we handle things, like versus looking at it in a way like, oh, we should actually improve and actually help people. But,
and the ones that are like, oh, we get hundreds of calls a day. Well, I bet you're getting thousands now.
Yeah, exactly. But another subject. What we got? We got naked Cheetos.
Yeah, what is that? I have questions and concerns about that.
Well, see, I had a news article here, or a video, but I got rid of it. But yeah, they're coming out with colorless Doritos and Cheetos. It's basically what RFK wanted.
Yeah.
Right. But the thing is, that I don't understand is like, yeah, they're gonna start having these in stores that are basically naked from any dyes. They say that's hot Cheetos. They say the naked hot Cheetos are actually better because they're essentially giving us the freaking chips that they have all around the world in other countries that don't have all these cancer causing artificial dyes and sweeteners and stuff. So yeah, we're basically the America just unlocked the actual real Doritos and Cheetos that the rest of the world has.
And it is like astonishing to me how they're all like the same color.
Yeah, because
how they're all like so natural.
That's the natural color they should be. That's crazy.
We're gonna have to get all of them and try them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've got to switch to them essentially. That's the point. We're supposed to switch to these, because like the Flaming Hot Cheetos one is the one that gets me.
I can't wait to try those.
Boggles my mind, like how that looks.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're gonna say something.
That okay, so once the Simply Naked comes out, are they gonna still offer the dye one?
That's what I don't understand, because if this is all like part of like RFK's plan and stuff, they are still offering. Yeah, you're still going to be able to get the original ones that you want. So it's like, instead of like banning those, I guess they just came out with a safer option. So they're like, hey, these are like the actual real Cheetos and Doritos, like naturally that you're supposed to eat. But if you still want the cancer causing ones, you can still get those.
That is like crazy to me.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, we're gonna definitely have to try these naked Cheetos. I can't wait to try the hot ones.
Yeah. And yeah, these are probably, I mean, just as bad too. Just as, you're just swiping one problem for another.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure I'm curious to see the ingredients on these. Like if it really is all natural, or they just literally just took out the red dye, but they still have a bunch of different ingredients that make up what's supposed to be a potato chip.
Yeah. Like, if I read the ingredients and it has some words I still can't pronounce, I'm still going to think it's fishy.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, and we just no potato chip, like Lay's. Like, didn't we read a Lay's bag? And I was like, there's
no potato.
It's like 2% potato. I'm like, so isn't this a potato chip?
Oh, man.
No, it's a fake chip.
That's funny.
Speaking of fakes, apparently Billie Eyelash. Did we watch that thing in the last episode, right? The little speech she gave? I don't know if we did or not.
With the billionaires?
Yeah, the speech she gave with the billionaires. And she's like, oh, they should do better. Nobody should be a billionaire. They should support more. And then everyone gave her flowers because she donated like, what, $10 million or something?
It was something along those lines.
Yeah, to, well, damn, what I mean, I guess it doesn't even matter, because apparently she didn't actually donate from her own money. She used her ticket sales, and not even regular tickets. She had special tickets that were special prices that basically had
costed more,
an extra charge, and that extra charge was going to go to donate. So basically, Billie Eilish didn't donate shit. Her fans did. So this little.
Oh man, sounds a little hypocritical to me.
Yeah,
man.
Little fun fact there. And then, is it true that Funko Pop is on the decline here?
I heard they're going to go out of, I heard something like that. Financial struggles.
Karma, people. Karma, that's what they get. Decline due to slumping sales, overproduction, and financial struggles. And apparently a lot of people, saying like they didn't listen to people with certain pops or certain things that came out. And then overproduction is the key there, because like I feel like I remember when like Funko Pops. Like, do you remember when Funko Pop started like slowly becoming like a wave of things? Like, people were calling it like the next Beanie Baby craze. But I mean, I at one point, see, that was a wrong theory of mine. I was like, these are gonna be like the next like comic books where like they're just gonna always be around. I mean, who knows? Maybe, and it'll be like there'll always be a certain market for these. You know, and I'm sure just like Beanie Babies, but yeah, just it got to the point where you wanted to start collecting them, and like you would get the certain, I guess, brands of different games or shows that you like, and then I feel like at one point it was just like way too much where you couldn't even keep up with like, and then the space they took, like it was really like it just seems like they were here and there, like there was just a few like pops you can get for each brand, like a few little characters, and then it just blew up with all these different variants and like all these different types of ones you can get and double pops, and it just got to the point where you're just like it just got like what did they say, like too much of
it's like oversaturated.
Yeah, too much of a good thing is bad. It was like too much and too like what's the word, like it like almost gives you anxiety to where you don't like it anymore. You're like, okay, I'm never gonna like collect all these 20-30 pops, so I'm just gonna like stop.
And like you said too, I feel like when Funko Pops were created, I think they were mainly
Funko Pop.
Kill Tony Insider. But I feel like they were mainly created for like memorabilia or like collection, because it kind of felt almost icky to ever take them out of the box, and that's where like the space became too much. You said, like the boxes, and I wonder, does anybody collect Funko Pops and just take them out and toss them in a bin?
I don't know. I've seen people take them out and like display them, but see, I don't know about tossing the whole bin and stuff. But I think they're really only worth it if like you do go to a Comic-Con and like there's somebody there, like I did with one where there was a Majin Buu pop and the guy that voiced Majin Buu was there, so actually, I'll buy the pop, have him sign the pop. Like, I can see that for that sense, like having like a collection of signed Funko Pops from the voice actors or whatnot. But yeah, it just seems like have you seen those people with, like the whole walls of Funko Pop? It's yeah, that's like so. It's like consumerism to the max. Speaking of consumerism to the max, did you see that Apple the Apple sock, or it looks like the sock, but the Apple Pocket?
What? What is that?
This okay? You haven't heard of this?
No.
Okay, hold on. Don't wait. Guess the price, because I.
Okay.
Guess the price. Don't look at anything.
Okay.
Just look right here.
Me. Okay. Right, I'm gonna guess the price is $60.
Okay. You get a second guess, a little more?
More?
Yeah.
Oh, I would only pay $60 for that. I'm gonna say
I would pay $5.
I'm gonna max $100.
$229. Well, see, this one says $150, but I think it's gonna go up for. Oh, there's a short one for $150, and the long one is
accessory called the iPhone Pocket. It's a $150 sling for your iPhone that you wear around your body or throw on something like a purse, and a new way to accessorize and color your phone. There's a longer version too that is even more expensive at $230, and I have to say all this feels really
yeah.
That's like really bad. That's like not even cute.
Right.
And like, okay, you can get it in different colors.
Apple just launched a bag.
Like, no.
Yeah. See all these videos. I wish you would see the actual like video of it. It's just videos of people talking about it. Like, where's the actual announcement video? This freaking Google search engine optimization is terrible. Is this it?
Controversial. iPhone suck.
Yeah. Okay, again, another person talking about it. But regardless, yeah. Regardless, yeah, that's I wouldn't pay $5 for that, but
they're really
like I said, consumerism to the max, and people are gonna buy it, and they're like, oh, capitalism breeds innovation. No, capitalism gets to the point where they can't figure out how to innovate anymore, but then they stop and they realize, oh, wait, we don't have to, because now we reached a point where our brand is so big that we're just going to slap a price tag on a fucking sock and sell it to you, and you're going to buy it, and you're going to love it.
and you're gonna love it.
Or
it's
if not,
be
you're
in
gonna
different
go
colors.
Yes.
That's always like the big thing with with iPhones is that all they can do is just offer color and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, how is this supposed to like make you look? No, you won't catch
I'll
me.
put my foreskin over the iPhone and I'll sell that.
I'll make my own iPhone pocket.
I'll make I have my own iPhone pocket. I put my iPhone in my foreskin.
Oh my god, this is hilarious.
Funko Pop.
Oh man. What else?
So GTA 6 got delayed again.
Oh, fuck you! Fuck the lot of you! Fuck you all!
It'll be a new stuff.
The accuracy, like everybody's saying that how they got their wife pregnant so they could be on paternity leave
Oh my God.
when GTA releases, and now that's like not gonna happen.
Yeah, sucks on them.
I don't.
We got the freaking Steam PC console before we got GTA 6.
That thing was actually pretty cool.
Yeah,
when you showed it to me.
So if you hadn't heard about that and you're or Xbox player or you're a PlayStation player, you might want to hop over. We'll welcome you to open arms at the Steam store because Steam, Valve, behind the Steam store, which is the biggest basically I guess game store on PC, the number one game platform on PC, because of course there's Xbox store, there's freaking what's Fortnite, Epic store, there's different stores that you could buy games from. What's the other one? Oh, Ubisoft is the worst because Ubisoft came out with a store just for their Assassin's Creed games, and now they're trying to overcharge on other stores, but it's if you just buy directly from our store, you get it for cheaper. And it's that's, like I said, with Steam, it's a catalog thing because you want all your catalog, all your games on one store, essentially one library. So, like I said, we'll open arms, welcome you with welcome arms. Like I said, we'll welcome you with open arms at the Steam library because that's the best game store that there is. The Steam, you buy freaking $50 games randomly, would just be on sale for $5 one day.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they're making basically a PC/console where you can put it on your desk, you can put it in your living room, you can put it in your bedroom, you can play it just like a console, plug and play, just hop on, your games will be right there in your Steam library, you click the game, you play it, or if you're just laying back and I just want to use this as a desktop and just start browsing the web on your couch or in your bed, you can do that too on it. And it's not like the Xbox web browser that, when you try to use the internet on Xbox or PlayStation, it's completely freaking iPhone 4 level web browser. But it's actually going to be a legit Steam OS, or you can even put Windows on it if you want.
Wow.
So you just basically have a Windows computer and a console all in one in your bedroom, or like I said, in your living room. I feel like Valve should be paying me for this because I'm giving them a great ad right now. So yeah, Valve, if you want us to do ads for the Steam machine, we can tell you, because I'm just super excited about this. As a PC nerd, as a PC gamer, knowing the Steam's been the best, yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is the perfect opportunity. You'd be a Valve meet Vav.
Yes, the Valve meet Vav. That's good.
Yeah, but no, I really would. That Steam machine would be awesome.
Well, yeah. See, I was gonna say that's the only dilemma is I have my built master PC, I would call it. So it's even though I love and excited for the Steam machine, it literally wouldn't be for me because I wouldn't need it. I already have all my Microsoft or my Windows and all my games and Steam on my computer. So Steam machine I would have to get for you.
Yeah.
So we can finally start playing games together again.
Yes, and I already have a Steam account. So
oh yeah,
perfect.
you do. See, so there you go. Get the Steam machine. Like I said, yeah, there might be your last Xbox days are done. Because like I said, if you download my freaking Windows on it, you can still get Xbox. You can still get to download the Xbox app. You can still see what your friends are up to. You can still, chat and stuff. And that's the thing. Xbox is fully open platform, so they're they basically are cooperating with things like Steam and PlayStation and things like that.
So when is it supposed to come out again?
Probably next year. I have no idea. Yeah.
It's just kind of they just sent out a teaser video.
I think my promotion, the ad time is up, Valve. So we'll move on. No. Actually, that's on the news, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty much
Yeah.
it.
Last thing is Rob Gronkowski.
Oh yeah, did that happen already?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if the.
Because the Patriots already played on Thursday.
Oh shit! What did it already happen? That just goes to show this season of football we have not kept up with. It's been so like. I don't know what's been going on.
It's been really off.
Yeah, it's been off, and the games. Yeah, it's been a bad season for us.
Yes.
Yeah,
for us personally.
Literally, yeah, I have not had the time or will to even look and keep up with it, and then I bet weekly. I'm stuck in this weekly betting fantasy, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
That I'm like, I don't even know what team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like,
it's kind of hard. It's really hard because the teams that you think are playing good are not, and then vice versa.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I don't know. We need to start doing like, what are they? We used to do it before, and I feel like we stopped doing it, and that's why I messed up so much in my words. Like the practicing our speech before the episode, like how now brown cow, how now brown cow, like doing all those the vocal exercises.
Yeah.
I feel like we stopped doing those, and that's why I stutter every episode.
Like fee fi fo fum.
Yes, I can't freaking talk. Patty pit pick pack a
Wow.
I don't know. Anyway, welcome back episode. We're back after the Halloween. Thank you for joining the Halloween special. If you saw that, if you haven't, go back and check that out.
That was fun.
We're looking forward to what else we got the rest of the year. So we had a catch-up news episode this week. So I guess next week we'll do something special, some kind of topic episode. Nothing too special, but just some kind of main topic episode.
Yes.
So we'll talk about that.
That sounds fun.
Please subscribe on Patreon if you like what you're doing, or what we're doing. If you like what you're doing, subscribe on Patreon, $1 a month. Yeah. Anything else?
No, I don't think so. I think we're good. This is a good return episode.
Yeah. I don't think it was good, but
I thought it was pretty decent.
I digress. All right, get some bullet gum.